Joining me now is professional triathlete Blake Becker here in Madison, Wisconsin, and this is kind of a this is in your backyard. You don't live very far from here, and I guess I don't know if this is rare or not, but you've done every single Ironman Wisconsin since 2002. Why do you keep coming back? If it's an obvious question, I'm sure it is.
It might be for some people. I started Ironman racing because of this race. I had gotten into triathlon, and it was in my second year, and they announced that they were going to have an Ironman in my hometown, and I looked at it and I said, I have to do it. And so I registered, and I said to myself, once I decided I was going to be trying to pursue a professional career, I want to win this race before I retire. And so I come back every year trying to win the race, trying to check off that box on my bucket list.
What's it going to take to win this race?
I think on the day you have to be fit, but I think you have to have a little luck on your side as well. This is 28 for me. It's a strong field. I know the course better than anybody out there, and I'm fit and ready to go.
What advice would you give maybe the age groupers out there who are coming here for the first time to experience Madison and this amazing course? Start off with the swim.
I think the swim, enjoy it. There's no other Ironman race in the world that I know of where you can be in the water starting and look up at the terrace and see 10 or 15,000 people looking down at you. And so I think enjoy that, enjoy the noise that they make, and enjoy the encouragement. The transition area, once you come out of the water, is like no other. You run up the helix. It's an indoor transition, which is really nice if it's raining, and there's lots of people around. So yeah, I think just enjoy it.
And this bike course has an amazing group of fans as well. In certain sections of the course, I don't know if it's called the wall or not, but kind of describe some of those areas.
So Timberlane and Old Sauk Pass, it's a sort of a two-tiered hill. The first one's about half a mile to 2/3 of a mile long, and the second one's only 200 or 300 meters. But they're lined with crowds and people, and enjoy it. It makes the suffering a little bit nicer, I think, when you're out there. The course itself it's unrelenting. I think a lot of races, athletes say, well, I want to hold back for the first half or first 3/4 of the bike, and then if I feel good, maybe I'll pick it up. And my rule of thumb for new athletes on this course is don't ever pick it up. Just be patient and save it for the run, because there's 5,500 feet of climbing out there, but I don't think you're climbing more than 200 or 250 feet at a time.
What's neat about this run course is that at one point you're running through a football stadium, right? Talk about this run course and the variety that it has to offer.
I don't understand why they decided to run through the stadium. I mean, maybe if they had music playing or fans, and I think maybe they wanted to help bring out the spirit of the college town. But yeah, mile 3 and mile 16, you end up running through Camp Randall Stadium, and you actually run down onto the AstroTurf. And I'm telling you, if it's 90 degrees out, it's about 110 degrees in there. So it can be toasty. But I think the real highlight of the course is running up on State Street. And you'll get 30 or 40,000 people in a half a mile of run course on each end. And it's, if you're having a rough day, it pulls you out of it.
Now, you said you want to check this off your list before you retire one day. How's your form coming into Ironman Wisconsin here in 2013?
It's good. I got sick 5 weeks out, and I thought that my build was going to be terrible and thought that the race was shot for the year. And it ended up being a really great blessing for me. It allowed me about a week to recover and rest. And I went into the final 4 weeks of preparation perfectly. And I was rested, I was motivated, and each week got progressively better. And I've had the best taper this year that I've had in 13 years here, or 12 years here.
This is a question I ask some of the age groupers sometimes, and also the pros. Are you racing the athletes or the course or yourself at a venue like this?
I get asked that question a lot, and I think that there's always some strategy that comes into play. You have certain decisions to make at certain crucial points throughout the day, whether it's in the swim trying to make a group or deciding that you're going to stick with a group of riders who might be riding a little bit above, which you may pace yourself on your own. But you have to be careful. Ironman is such a long day that you can't fake it. And so if you're not fit enough to ride 280 watts and you start out riding 280 watts, 80 miles comes around and you're off the back. It's going to be a rough day. So, I think that there's always some strategy that comes into play at certain times, but you know your limits, and I think that staying within those is also important.
All right, good luck this weekend, Blake.
Thank you. Appreciate it.